Welcome to Hockey Nights in Vegas. My name is Eddie Rivkin. I am joined by the next Prime Minister of the great country of Canada, Sarina Taylor. This episode, like all the others, is brought to you by my very good friend, Dr. John Pierce, www.agelessforever.net, your key for everything in your health. Not regular medicine, concierge medicine, the best kind, one-on-one treatment. So, I'm going to give you some choices. Want to start with a joke, asshole of the week, or sad hockey news?
Ooh, sad hockey news sucks.
Okay.
Let's start with a joke.
Okay. Want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Tristan Jarry and Stuart Skinner changed places.
That's your joke.
That's the joke. Basically, you took one giant, steamy, hot pile of shit and traded it for another. And the beauty is, in about 5 minutes, they're going to be playing against each other in the opposite jerseys. This is ridiculous to me. You know how many playoff series Tristan Jarry has won as a Pittsburgh Penguin?
None.
Exactly. You know how many Stuart Skinners won a boatload?
Yeah.
So the Edmonton Oilers basically have given Connor McDavid a mistress for the entire length of his extension. Jarry's deal ends the same time that McDavid's ends. I think it's hysterical if they think Tristan Jarry is the answer to their problems. Do you think that Tristan Jarry is going to be the thing that pushes the Edmonton Oilers over the top and leads them to the promised land of winning the Stanley Cup?
First of all, people are thinking and talking way too much about this trade. Way too much. Nobody is expecting Tristan Jarry to be fucking Patrick Waugh. They're not. I don't know why everybody's even wound up about this trade. Edmonton was under so much pressure to do something about Stuart Skinner, so they did. Period. Who else were they going to get? There was nobody else out there. I'm not defending it.
Nikolai Habibulin. I checked in with him. He said that he
better.
He said that his passport is current and he's ready to give up being a Zamboni driver in Moldova to come join the Edmonton Oilers.
I just don't know why everybody is so Edmonton doesn't expect Tristan Jarry to be the guy that takes him to the promised land.
Then why make the trade? Was it just the whole Stewart's?
It had to happen for so many reasons. And, so many people are like, they're never going to win a Stanley Cup with Stuart Skinner. They were really fucking close.
Twice.
They didn't lose a Stanley Cup because of Stuart Skinner. And Tristan Jarry's it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the. I literally put no effort into it because it's a moot point at this point.
That's why I thought it was the joke of the day. It was a trade. It was like what's that sitcom it's a show about nothing? Is that The Office or Seinfeld?
Oh, they're all about nothing.
Right. It's a whole show. It's a whole show about nothing. My second take is I want to talk about the Hughes trade to Minnesota. Now that's a big trade. But you know what? I think I'd like to congratulate the Minnesota Wild on being the third best team in the Central, with maybe the second best defenseman in the NHL. I mean, it's Cale Makar first. Maybe the guy Haskin in Dallas. You could talk about. I don't know what I think about Bill Guerin sometimes. After this trade, Bill Guerin is swinging the biggest set of balls in the NHL, because he made that deal with zero guarantees. They can't even re-sign him until next July. He's got a little bit of term. They've got 2 bites at the apple as they are built right now, but he could just as easily walk the fuck out the door at the end of his contract and say, hey, thanks. Minnesota was nice. You people are cool. It's the state of hockey, but I'm going somewhere else. I applaud Bill Guerin because he shook the table for the NHL. There's not many free agents left. With all this cap going up recently, most guys are locked down. This free agent season is going to be pretty much a dud. He made a huge move. At first, I kind of laughed at the go back to Vancouver, but now that I sort of stopped laughing and took a more serious look at it, I think Vancouver did about as good as possible. I was told by a very legitimate source that the Red Wings were deep in Minnesota insisted on Simon Edvinsson. Yzerman was hard no, and it died on the table. There were other teams also involved in the trade negotiation, but Zeev Bunum, the guy they got back, he's a really, really good defenseman, and he's really, really young, and they're going to have him, on contract for a long time. Marco Rossi, yeah, I mean, we'll see. They got a pretty good haul back for Vancouver. They still suck. They're going to suck, for the next year or two for sure. But I mean, if you're Quinn Hughes, you got to be ecstatic to get out of there. Because if you heard his post-trade comments, he thanked Jimmy Rutherford. He said all the right things, but he also, like a wounded dog, said, "Oh, yeah, it was time."
Oh, I love this. First of all, the only reason Minnesota got him is because he's coming up on. Other teams were looking, probably in their own specific instances, looking at that going, we don't want to sign a guy that we can't sign until next July.
The extension was everything.
Yeah, like that's a huge issue. But here's my thing. I cannot stand Vancouver almost as much as I hate Calgary. But Quinn Hughes, to sit there and go, I had to get out. You were the fucking captain, bro. If your team sucked, you were the captain. Who's the fucking problem? 2 years ago, you guys thought you were going to the Stanley Cup because you were the best team in the West and da-da-da-da-da. You were the captain. So if there's a problem, why are you sitting there going, oh my God, it was time to get out? What? If you're the captain of the team, you need to hold the weight of that team. There's a reason Mark Stone is the captain of the Vegas Golden Knights, because he can hold it, win or lose. All of a sudden, Vancouver thinks they're going to win, and everybody's talking about how great Rick Tocchet is and what a great job he's doing. And the next year it tanks and Rick Tocchet's gone and he's in Philly. And all of a sudden, I said in that year, Vancouver's never going to win shit with Quinn Hughes as their captain because he can't do shit. He's never proven himself. Never. They had Edmonton in 7 games. And Quinn Hughes was invisible. That is not a captain. So now he's going to sit here and go, oh, it was time for me to get out. Give me a fucking break, dude. You're the captain. You go down with the ship. You can't sit there and plead the fifth and go, oh, it was time to leave. And all of a sudden it's like everybody else's fault. Nah, boo. When you're the captain, a lot of that's on you.
Okay, so now he's in Minnesota. Is Minnesota a favorite?
No.
To beat Dallas or Colorado?
No, absolutely
because
not.
They're going to get Dallas or Colorado in the first round.
Yeah, they're
That's
not.
Absolutely guaranteed. And if they beat that one, they're probably going to get the other one in the second round.
They're not going to do. You can't just flip a switch because one guy comes to your team and it's all of a sudden he's not the next coming of Christ like everybody talks like he is. Again, he can't carry the weight of a team that actually had a pretty good season. So until you prove that you're a leader like he should have, everybody's like, oh my God, Minnesota's going to be so good now. What the fuck, really? It makes them better, but do
Sure.
I think they're a contender? No, you and I sat here and we've talked about the top 5 teams in the West. Minnesota's still not in the top 5 teams in the West. I don't think, yes, it makes them better, but I don't think it's going to be he's not a difference maker on a team right now.
I mean, my little note here, since I actually typed up notes for today's episode.
They're beautiful.
Fancy me.
Different colors.
Colors and everything, so I make all the points. Congratulations on being the best third-place team in the NHL.
Yeah, like, good for you. You got Quinn Hughes, but nothing's going to happen over the next 2 years. Minnesota's not all of a sudden a cup contender. Like,
They're better, but they're not.
Sure. On a side note, you are going to get a huge kick out of this because this is how we roll with the Habib Bulin.
Okay.
I was talking to my friend Corey on Sunday at length about this trade. And I go, Vancouver didn't do out too bad. They got Marco Sturm.
Marco Rossi.
I know. And I was like, wait, I go, just like this, I go, what fucking year is this? I was so
I think he's the coach of the Bruins.
I was so on another planet. And I was like, I got to remember to tell Eddie that one.
That's brilliant.
I'm telling you, it's getting older. I swear. I'm like my dad now. I used to be like, how come my dad can never remember these people's names?
Welcome to old age, sunshine.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. So I figured you'd appreciate that.
You better hurry up and lock down a Zamboni driver or a 27-year-old sushi waiter, or things are going to pass you by.
I know. Somebody's got to lock me down.
All right, so I have two choices, and I'm going to light somebody up. So you want to talk about Terry Pagula, or do you want to talk about Scott Maxwell?
Who the hell's Scott Maxwell?
Scott Maxwell is a writer for the Daily Face-Off. Or you know who Terry Pagula is?
Yeah. So which one's going to piss you off more?
Oh, Scott Maxwell.
Okay, let's talk about Scott Maxwell.
Okay. So for those of you who know me in real life, I have a really foul mouth, and I have a really foul mind, and I have a tendency to say things that are not necessarily anywhere on the spectrum of politically correct. So today, when I read something by this little putz, Scott Maxwell, I text Sarina and I said, is it okay to say the C word on the podcast? And I'm still counting the number of O's she had after the N. It was N, and then there was like 247 O's. So I'm going to struggle to not say the C word. But I want to talk about this little pussy, Scott Maxwell. He writes this column weekly. It's the weekly power rankings for the Daily Face-Off with some other little keyboard pussy turd. The Golden Knights were ranked 4th this week. But little pussy boy...
Overall?
Yeah, 4th overall in the NHL. Little pussy boy Maxwell wrote about the Golden Knights. While many will point to a certain netminder for their turnaround, and then in parentheses, gross, look, gross. I took the quote verbatim, like a little 7th grade fucking pussy. And then he continued with, also, Vegas, playing the old team of said bad PR move, keeping him away from the media and not even starting him is just extremely cowardly, even for you guys. Mr. Maxwell, I would like to invite you to Vegas, and we can have a charity fundraiser, and we can go out to center ice at the Fortress, and we can have a fight, and I'll show you what a pussy is when I beat the piss out of you. You're a little fucking keyboard warrior. Shut your fucking mouth. Stay out of the business of real people in the NHL, and that's that. Have you ever seen the Daily Face-Off is like a legitimate NHL website. They cover the league.
Yeah.
Gross. Who gross? It's like a cheerleader after her first blowjob.
I just don't. Okay, first of all, the Carter Hart thing. I was confident he was going to start in Philly. However,
you totally blew the next segment.
Well, after reading some stuff about them not even having him, like the protection, I was like, okay, it makes sense why they're not starting him. Because I said on here, if they don't start him, there's a reason, protection-wise, or whatever the wording I said, not specifically that, but I knew it was something like that. And obviously there was a conversation had probably with Carter about how comfortable do you feel? What should we do here, like from an organization standpoint? And the decision was probably made just for his own protection. Do that. Now, does Scott Maxwell who gives a fuck? What he this is why I don't read this stuff. There's a reason I literally have nothing to do with the stuff online because it's all bullshit. It's like, if you've never played the game, you should not be covering it. And that excludes 95% of the media in the United States. I'm sorry, but it does. But also, like, why are we still talking about this? Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Why is he upset about this?
I have no idea. I mean, I suspect that his G-string probably ran up his ass a little snug, or, if he fell off his high heels. I'm not sure what exactly, but I mean, gross. All I think about is a teenage movie.
For the record, with the high heels and the whatever, I've heard more men complain about this than I have women lately.
About G-strings and high heels?
About Carter Hart. It's like, because there's more men writing about it, but it's right. Like, fuck, can we just move? First of all, no one cares what this guy thinks. I don't know why he's even upset about it. Just, again, if you guys don't like what I have to say about Carter Hart, don't fucking watch. Don't come to the games. Don't spend your money. Stay the fuck home. Shut the fuck up. Because I fully support it.
So I want to do a little tease, and then, damn it, you totally blew the whole next headline.
Sarina was wrong.
There you go. Remember last episode, Sarina says she was never wrong?
Yeah, well, I was.
Yeah.
But I did have a caveat. I was like, if there's some type of...
Okay, all right.
But I honestly,
all right.
Again, I don't watch stuff in the media. I would not... I didn't know how they were going to respond there. And clearly, it was not going to be healthy or safe or whatever.
So today is the 16th.
The day I was wrong.
The day I want to mark that day down. Sarina's first mistake on the podcast, December 16th.
No, first mistake ever. Excuse me.
Oh,
that was the first time I was wrong.
Sorry.
Ever.
Okay. So we did a thing the last couple of days, you and I.
So fun.
It's so fun.
Speaking of Carter Hart.
Right. I know. So Christmas is coming. Secret Santas are very popular in the NHL. Sarina and I embarked on asking Golden Knights players and broadcasters all about who they wanted to have as their Secret Santa and who they absolutely didn't want to have as the Secret Santa. And we're going to insert a clip right here that I sent over to our master wizard producer technician Mateus here at OutBox Media, by the way. Forgot to plug that in the beginning. We're going to drop in a little 1-minute teaser from our good friend Dave Gosher.
Oh, yeah, Dave's got a good one.
And I think that next week's episode, we're going to run them all, maybe as a montage, and we're going to give you a chance to look at some of the Golden Knights players and the broadcasters in a light that you've never seen them before, where they just they weren't their normal, locked in media, give us the team notes answer, because we got some really good shit. And I wish we could have got more players, but we got what we got, and we've got some pretty good, exciting stuff. So there's your tease for the December 23rd episode, right?
Yes.
Christmas Eve, I guess.
Right before the game.
Right before the big game. So let's take a break right now, get the infomercial from my good friend Dr. John Pearson, and then we will come back and we will talk all things Golden Knights. So we'll be back in just a moment.
I have one question for everybody.
Yeah.
If you were to pick one person for Secret Santa to give you a gift and one person you don't want a gift from, and now it can be broadcast, team, everybody, who would that be?
Among the broadcasters or
Sure.
among the broadcasters? I would pick Shane to give a gift to, because we know each other pretty well after hanging out for the last 8.5 years. Who would I not want to be a Secret Santa for?
Who would you not want to get a Secret Santa gift from?
Darren Millard. Because, I think he's just clueless about most things.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he'd get me some weird gift, and I'd be like, what the heck is this?
We're gonna ask Millard next, and but you better give us something good here. Why is he clueless?
Well, he's kind of a nerd. Like, he's a goalie nerd. He'd probably get me some weird, goalie hockey card or something. I'd have no idea who he was talking about. So
Goalies are off their rocker.
Yeah, they're strange people. Look at Darren. He's the fill-in goalie. He's a weird guy. But yeah, that would be Shane would be easy enough for me because we know each other so well. And Darren would get me something that I would probably regift.
When you get old, your testosterone goes down. When I started on testosterone replacement therapy, I think my testosterone might have been in the negatives. It was bad. I've been on it 2 years. I'm not ashamed to admit that better living through chemistry is a real thing. But a lot of people have issues with giving themselves injections. I was kind of needle phobic when I started, and I was just like, dude, you got to just grow a sack and get it done. But now testosterone is available in pills. Dr. Pierce takes his testosterone pills. How much better do you think it is than the old school way?
There's pros and cons to everything, right? So the pros with the oral testosterone, first, you don't have to worry about a needle, right? In the levels in the people that it works in are comparable as far as total testosterone to people using injectable or transdermal testosterone. What I really see the most improvement in is the free testosterone. And the free testosterone is really what what we look at to evaluate how effective it is for the individual. It really, free testosterone is the part of the testosterone gives us our subjective feeling. So how we feel with it, our strength, our endurance, all of those things that we associate with improved levels of testosterone is really based off of free testosterone. There, some downsides to the oral. About 10 to 15% of people that take it do not respond. So, if you're in that small minority, you may take it for a month and we can check some levels and they might be very low. There's no testing that we can do beforehand to see if it's effective for you or not. You have to take it with food, and preferably fatty food, because we want to kind of absorb it. The fat helps it absorb. I personally take mine with a little fish oil, but for some people that have a hard time absorbing it, you gotta use a fatty food to really slow it down and keep it in the GI tract. Twice a day, morning and afternoon are the recommended times. But a lot of people love it. You don't have to worry about it with it like an injection. You break the skin, you can get an infection. Anytime you break the skin, there's no infections with this. The other benefit of this is if you're concerned about maintaining some degree of fertility while on testosterone therapy, the oral testosterone allows for that. They have the studies are looking at this. There's maintenance of fertility. So guys with lower testosterone, they're still producing sperm. Transdermal testosterone, injectable testosterone shut all that down and acts like male birth control, where the oral testosterone allows the testicles to still function while you're taking TRT. So if you and your partner are wanting to have children, you can still do that. And the fertility testing on it shows that is a viable option. The other thing is there's another side effect with testosterone therapy, primarily with the injectables, a little less with the transdermal, and markedly less with the oral, is the increase in red blood cell production. This is called secondary erythrocytosis. I have podcasts on this that I've done. But the bottom line is there's a lot of people that get this. About 40% of people on TRT get this. And most doctors feel that requires a phlebotomy or a blood donation. And if you already don't like needles, now you have to go, get another one and they're going to drain blood out of you. The oral testosterone is about 2% likely for that to happen, where injectable testosterone is about 40% likely for that to happen. So a 20x reduction in risk for that side effect. And so overall, it seems to be a safer, more effective way of delivering testosterone.
You'll see it through the course of the season as we do these. I'm the crash test dummy for most of the stuff that we're going to talk about. Like I said, when we started this, my testosterone was a red number. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was right around 1,000. And
when we started, it wasn't 1,000.
No, when we started, it was red. It was 0.
Oh yeah.
But now in the last blood test, I think it was around 1,000. And I have to tell you, of all the things that I take, and I take supplements, and we'll talk about those, and I take the peptides, and we've already talked about those in a previous. This is the one where it's a significant difference in how you feel. Your everyday life improves significantly. This is, to me, this is the fountain of youth. At 61, I don't feel anything like 61. The aches and pains of getting old are gone. My ability to do everything is markedly improved, and it has to be this. I mean, it's probably a combination of all the things I do, but once we added the testosterone into the regimen of my own personal care, it's an absolute world beater. So if you're getting a little older and your testosterone, you're feeling a little sluggish or whatever, call the girls here at Ageless Forever. Make an appointment. It's a simple blood test. It gives you a number. The number, if it's below the scale, you need it. If you want to be the best you, this might be the key to the kingdom to get you back to feeling the way you want to feel. I can't give any better plug for something than something I use myself. So give us a call Ageless Forever, and give it a try for yourself. So if you're ready to take the first step, pick up the phone, call 702-838-1994. Any of the girls can take care of you. Your first appointment is on the podcast. Just mention to them that you're a fan of the Hockey Nights in Vegas podcast. Do something good for yourself. Pick up that phone, make the call. You'll thank me later. I know that. All right. That's it. Enough funny stuff off camera. Maybe we'll put some of it in and we'll talk about lobsters. Hey, before we get started, everybody mark their calendars. I don't care that December 25th is Christmas. I'm Jewish. Not a big holiday on the Jewish calendar. December 25th, somebody's birthday. We'd like to see lots of comments in the notes there.
Would we?
Yes, we want people to wish Sarina happy birthday. You can put them on this episode. We'll also have an episode on December 23rd. We might even send up one of those things where you can send money or something.
What? Oh my God.
Patreon or I don't know. A little fund where Sarina can, I don't know, take a Zamboni driver out to dinner or something.
Wait a second. So to explain what we're talking about, the Zamboni driver.
You don't want to keep as an inside joke for a couple
No.
episodes?
We're just going to
want to air it out?
Yeah, we
right.
have to because these people need to know.
Okay.
So the Zamboni driver, is he just at the practice rink? Or
no, you can see him every Golden Knights game.
Does he work for the team? Is that what okay, I don't even know his name. But he's cute. So
Want to know his name?
Yeah, what is his name?
I don't know.
Oh. So Eddie now has this thing in his head. So every time we pass the Zamboni room, Eddie's looking in I'm like, dude, stop fucking looking in there.
He's looking for you.
Well, yeah, he should be.
Well, I'm making sure he's seeing you.
Oh my God. So now there's this big, every time we go by, I'm like, fuck, Eddie, don't look. And Eddie's like looking back in the Zamboni. Yeah, like, fuck.
I'm like, come on, dude, you're missing it. You're missing the drive-by here.
Jeez. It's really nothing serious. It's just
it's early. Christmas, mistletoe. I might give him some mistletoe
oh my
for
God.
the 23rd game.
What?
Because we passed right by the Zamboni door on the way to the press room. It's an afternoon game. You have to stay.
The 23rd? No, the 31st is an afternoon game.
All right. Well, I'm changing the rules. Mistletoe is good until 2026.
Okay. Listen, this is being a way bigger deal than it needs to be.
Okay.
I swear to God, I hope he doesn't watch these.
God, I swear to God, I'm going to send it to him.
Fuck. Although
you thought the Braden Bowman crush was something.
I was gonna say,
wait till you see this one.
At least Bowman's not creeped out by me.
No, he was I was
cool.
really impressed. He was really nice. He shook both of our hands.
Yeah, he's really sweet.
He was really good. And that will be one of the videos you see in next
God, I
week's
love
episode.
that kid so much. Even today at practice, he's just fucking lighting it up. And I was like, yeah, it's my boy.
You remember when MTV used to have those cartoon grudge matches?
No.
Okay. And I think we're going to have to set up like a grudge match between Braden Bowman and the Zamboni driver with you as the prize.
I can't lose.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay, we got to move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Time.
This is not the fucking Love Connection.
Okay. Choo-choo! The Vegas Golden Knights train is rolling right along.
Is it ever?
Right? 9 points out of 10 on the road trip, winning defensive-minded games. The 4 wins they had they scored 3 goals. The one game they scored 4. They ended up losing to the Islanders in the shootout. But holy mackerel, a couple of days ago we were talking about identity and how important maybe it would be for them to get out on the road. Methinks they've found themselves quite a bit over the last 11, 12 days away from T-Mobile.
Like we said last week, it just makes a huge difference. You get out of your environment, away from your kids or whatever, gives you guys a chance to bond as a team. There's a reason when there's, let's say, like the World Juniors, they're all together now. They're practicing whatever. They're all staying together. They all live in the same place. It's all bonding as a team, which is why tournaments like the Olympics can be a little tricky because you don't have a lot of time together. But I think that definitely did help them, and it just gave them a chance to get away. But like Bruce said in the press conference yesterday or whatever, the first day back, they said something about, your team won games, only winning 3 goals. Like, what's the importance of, defensively? He's like, not letting them score more. We just have to make sure they score less than what we score. And he's like, and I'm fine with that.
And he also added, the beautiful thing about Bruce is he's very introspective about talking about the things they need to work on. Two things come to mind: stretching the lead when they get it, and the second period, which was surprisingly they're the worst team in the league in the second period in plus minus. 32 out of 32.
If I really think about it, I guess I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah. They've dominated. They went from not dominating any firsts to coming out of the shoot like gangbusters, and then not responding to the pushback, I guess is probably the right way to describe it, in the second. But yeah, it would be nice if they stretched out somebody and, laid a pounding on them. Tomorrow night's probably the perfect time to get that recipe into the oven. New Jersey's coming to town. But before we go to New Jersey, what's your big takeaway? Besides 9 points out of 10, I want to talk the hockey part of it. What's the biggest takeaway for you from not the new look Golden Knights, but the constantly evolving, improving Golden Knights?
Oh, a couple things, I guess. Kind of what Bruce said. And he kind of said it tongue in cheek, like sarcastically, but you could tell he meant it. They just have to score less goals than we do. And that shows that if you're winning hockey games only scoring 3 goals, you're doing something right defensively. Both your defensemen and your forwards. I felt like the Golden Knights didn't make a lot of mistakes defensively. There was not a lot of I think maybe the first 20 games of the season, there were times where we were like, what the fuck just happened?
They were disconnected.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's slowly coming along. And it's good when it happens slowly. Because if it all of a sudden is like, wow, everything's going right, it can crash as fast. But they're taking the time. They're not stressing out. So a team like New Jersey's coming in. They're not rolling over and going, oh, fuck it, it's just New Jersey. No, every game matters. You treat every team with the same respect because you could come out flat. You never know what that other team is going to bring. I think when East Coast teams come here, it's always so interesting to me because they are playing at 10 o'clock Eastern time. That's late. Imagine these guys are starting hockey at 10 o'clock at night for what their body clock is used to. When the Islanders came in here, they tore the place up. I mean, I was blown away. These guys are playing at 10 o'clock at night. It blows my mind. So New Jersey has been terrible at home lately. They might snap out of it. They might come in here and go, hey, we just got away from home, just like the Golden Knights did. Now we're going to go on a tear. I don't see New Jersey going on a heater or anything, but
I think that's the storyline for the game tomorrow night. Do the New Jersey Devils do on their road trip what the Golden Knights did on theirs? Because the Golden Knights were not great. They were better on the homestand leading up. They were awful the one prior, the week before. So that to me is the storyline of the whole game. Which New Jersey Devils team shows up?
Yeah, but
because if the team that they boat raced, 10 days ago at the Rock in New Jersey shows up, they're going to get boat raced again. Bad.
The thing is, New Jersey's not as strong as Vegas.
And they're decimated by injuries now.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different conversation. If New Jersey happens to come in here and win, it's not because they're the better team, right? We can say when Vegas won their games, honestly, the Golden Knights were the better team. They are the better team. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
They played better, but they are better. And I think that we're starting to see the Golden Knights that I think we were expecting to see 25 games ago. Or not expecting to see, but we knew they were capable of.
I mean, first in the Pacific, same amount of points as Anaheim, but 2 games in hand now.
Yeah.
4th in the conference, 5th overall in the NHL. Pretty much the players, the teams you expect at the top of the table are there. Colorado, Dallas. In the East, Carolina seems to be rolling along, quite well. Upcoming after, they basically have 7 games before New Year's. This weekend, they've got that quick Western Canada mini swing. They visit your very favorite team, the Calgary Flames.
Jesus Christ.
Followed by, that's on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, late in the afternoon, they visit the team you broke up with. That would be the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, so it's a quick
bang I don't know. You're the expert on Canada. They fly between those two cities?
Yeah, it's like a 20-minute flight.
Oh, it's an up and downer?
Yeah.
So then they get the Sharkies on a lazy Tuesday night before the Christmas break. But then, holy shit balls. Guess who's coming to town on the Saturday after? Saturday after Christmas, Colorado comes to town. And that game, we don't talk a lot about statement games or, flag, planting the flag. If the VGK continue to go as they're going, that game is going to tell us a lot about where they really are, because even Bruce said it in the press conference after yesterday's practice, almost laughingly, how good Colorado is. They're averaging 4 point something, and the rest of the league is below, is in
3.6 or something.
Yeah, they're averaging 3/4 of a goal more a game than the rest of the league.
Bruce literally said, we can't even count Colorado.
Yeah, he eliminated them from the conversation about league.
This is what I like about hockey guys, though. They get it. They will give credit where credit's due. And one of the things last year when I was here, before I moved here, and I was here at a press conference, and Bruce said, I think it was in the playoffs, would have been in May. Golden Knights were playing Minnesota, and Bruce made a comment about how he feels that the Western Conference is stronger than the East anyway. And he goes, but maybe that's just my opinion. And I was so validated because in my Florida hockey podcast, I said it for 2 years. The West is stronger than the East. It's almost criminal because the top 4 teams in the West, in my opinion, are better than any of the teams in the East. And I love that that's how, because I'm maybe cynical in that way where I'm just
cynical?
Extremely
Stop
cynical.
it.
That's why I said it in that way.
Okay.
But I'm saying, yes, because it's refreshing talking to hockey people. I was arguing with people in Florida that are idiots. They've never played the game. They don't fucking understand because they've watched, they think they know. I'm like, when was the last time you watched Colorado? They're like, never. Exactly. So shut the fuck up. The games start at 10 o'clock out there, right? People don't watch, but they don't care. They don't care. I actually had one fan write in because I said, Panthers fans don't care about hockey. They only watch the fucking Panthers. I go home. I'm like, what game am I going to watch tonight? My dad's got 2 TVs in the living room and he watches whatever he wants, every game, every night. And one fan actually wrote in and said, Sarina's right. And if anybody gives her shit about it, that's not fair because she's right. He goes, I just watched this. So when I go get to talk to guys like Bruce has been in Boston, he's been here, whatever. Paul Maurice was the head coach prior that I had, that I spoke to, but he went from Winnipeg, which is a hockey hotbed, to Florida. He's like semi-retired, essentially, mentally, right? He doesn't give a fuck. Nobody's crawling up his ass anymore. But he never talks about the other teams, whereas Bruce will pay attention.
A little bit.
And I love that.
The conferences to me are now very clearly defined. Top to bottom, there's a lot more parity in the East. The difference between the first place team and the 16th place team. Buffalo, I think, is only 5 or 6 points out of a playoff spot.
Oh, yeah, it's really close.
Now, in the West, it's very different. It's the top, and then there's the nobodies. The has-beens, you've got the real Vancouver Canucks, you've got Calgary, But Calgary's not hideously far out of a playoff spot. No, but they have very well-defined tiers. You have a middle,
yeah.
You have a bottom, you have a middle, and a top. In the Eastern Conference, in 10 scheduled days, you could have the entire standings completely flipped. Buffalo could go on a heat. Okay, maybe Buffalo's not going on a fucking heater. In theory, a team could go on a heater and win 6 or 7 games and go from 3 points out of the playoffs to second in their division.
Depending on who they beat.
Right, depending on who they beat. So there's a lot of fun in the parity of watching the East, but there's no question King Kong resides in the West.
If someone said to me today, who do you think from the East has a chance to go to the Stanley Cup final? I would have to sit and think and potentially speculate. If someone said the West, oh, fuck. It could be any one of 5 teams.
It's easy. And now that Hellerbuck is back with Winnipeg, you have to give them some consideration. I mean, I don't like I don't like their chances in the Central. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy there's some really competitive Eastern Conference games. And I like them because I get to watch them at 4:00 in the afternoon.
It's amazing.
Right?
The ladies and gentlemen, don't ever move to the Eastern time zone if you are a sports fan.
Oh, it's fantastic here.
It's breathtaking here. You have no idea.
Anything else you want to talk about in the Golden Knights?
Oh,
Or I have a new segment.
Ooh. Well,
we should do a little injury news and notes though, because we did find out some things in the last couple of days. I lost his name. Oh, Jeremy Lauzon was skating in the red contact jersey yesterday, in the gray jersey today, which means he's probably available tomorrow. My opinion is I don't know how you can put Jeremy Lauzon in and take Ben Hutton out, who's got 4 goals and 6 assists.
Fucking Bobby Orr here.
Right?
I'm killing.
And the nicest fucking guy.
I am kicking myself for not, because I was going to say the Bobby Orr of the Vegas Golden Knights, Ben Hutton, he would have cracked up so hard.
Oh, he'd have cried.
The sniper of all snipers on defense. I totally forgot. Because once we started talking to him, it was all about the conversation.
It was all over the place.
But I was like, shit, I totally was thinking I'm going to have to start the segment with that.
So Lauzon's ready to go. Jack Eichel did not skate yesterday. Bruce called it a maintenance day. He was on the ice this morning. He was not on the ice long. They said he's under the weather, and the flu bug was going around the team on that East Coast trip. And Shea Theodore was not in practice today. They said upper body injury day to day. So there might be room for Lauzon and Bobby Orr Hutton. That's it. Bobby Orr Hutton. Well, I mumbled my way through that one. Could be moved up a little bit.
The greatest.
Right?
Isn't he the best?
Is he the automatic first guest on the podcast this year?
Oh, you know what? I think.
Is he supplanting?
He would be fantastic.
Is he supplanting Braden Bowman as the first?
Nobody ever will.
Oh my God! Can we please isolate that?
No, if we
nobody ever will
be better to me than Braden Bowman. I just love him
in a professional way.
Yeah,
it's not an Uncle Creepy and Auntie Touchy or whatever we talked about
Uncle
last.
Touchy, yeah. No, it's. I mean, I love that kid so much, and I even told him after that interview, I was like, just fucking the greatest. He's just, and I was like, you're so heads up, and his reply was, well, I have to be. I'm not the fastest guy on the ice. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's quick though. He's just aware. He's so great.
That's it. Are we done with the Vegas Golden Knights section? We can do the fun stuff.
And Ben Hutton. Yeah, Ben Hutton's
it.
He definitely should come on the podcast.
Okay, because it will be an enlightening 45 minutes with Ben.
Oh my God, it's fantastic.
So you have no idea where I'm going next.
I don't.
I have some comments from the listeners I would like to talk about.
For the record, just so you guys know, we do not go over this in advance. I've told Eddie from day one, it's always better to get my reaction than it is to have me know in advance. Oh boy, here we go. Because they're never good. They're never good. Somebody's always bitching at me about something.
Well, I think you're about to be surprised.
Okay.
Where is Red Deer?
It's exactly halfway between Calgary and Edmonton.
No real relation to Saskatchewan. Not
no. So Red Deer's in Alberta, which is the neighboring province to Saskatchewan.
Jason in Red Deer.
Yep. I know Jason in Red Deer.
Man, I fucking love this show. You two are a perfect combo to host.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I know Jason in Red Deer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he probably follows because of me. Yeah,
that wasn't a negative.
No, yeah, he's great.
J.R. Gearhart 3467. Hello. I just stumbled across this podcast. I have no idea who the commentators are or their backgrounds. After hearing their commentary regarding Carter Hart, I immediately clicked subscribe. They both mirrored exactly what me and my wife have been saying throughout the whole VGK Carter Hart saga. Nice shout out, J.R. Gerhart 3467.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And thank your wife. because it's become a male-female thing, and I understand that, but I appreciate that, and that was just a nice thing to say. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Lady B Miniatures.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be something.
Anaheim is an exciting young team. For Sarina to say they're going to get knocked out in the first round, this isn't 1998, sweetie. Please stop.
See, I told you. Because
But wait,
Okay.
I replied, careful calling Sarina sweetie. You might get punched in the fucking face.
it's always something. You can't say one fucking thing without people freaking out. It's like, yes, I never said Anaheim wasn't an exciting team, but I guarantee, miniature poodle fucking lady, whatever you are, I've been watching this game and been entrenched in this sport a fuck of a lot longer and a lot deeper than you have. So don't come in here and sit here and go, oh, Anaheim, you're upset because I said they might get knocked out in the first round. Why do you care? Turn it off. You don't like it. Don't fucking come at me about hockey. Don't. I have yet to meet somebody in this country that can challenge me about this fucking sport.
And the last one is, it's a little sketchy.
Ooh.
It says, Sarina is fucking awesome. The best podcast host ever. And it's by Sarina Sasky Girl. Did you put a post up about yourself did you make a comment on our
How's it spelled? How's the name spelled? Same as mine?
Sarina, Sasky like Saskatoon.
Like Sasky, like Saskatchewan.
Like Saskatchewan. Sarina Sasky Girl.
So this is going to trip you the fuck out.
I think it's your hidden
If anyone
Tinder account
thinks
handle.
Tinder. If anybody thinks
Bumble's
I
the
have
one.
enough energy, I don't even have enough energy for my own social media account, let alone creating a burner account. And I wouldn't name it after myself. However, my name is so uniquely spelled. I'm from a town where I graduated with 14 people. And we had a K to 12. We talked about this last week. My mom found my name. Whatever. I've never seen rarely any other spelling. There was one other girl in my hometown with the exact same spelling. So there are other Sarinas out there that are from Saskatchewan that have that name. It could be her. Let us know if it is. Let us know who you are. We need to know these things.
I totally made it up.
Oh, what the fuck is but it led to that story. It's true though. It's like it could be somebody
I
that I know.
100% made it up.
But I am
Just-
fucking awesome.
Clearly, because you've only made one mistake in life, and it might have been joining this podcast.
Yeah.
or the Carter Hart.
Literally.
I'm done.
That's it. That's all we got.
Let's talk about the watch party for a second.
Yes.
Well, we got to do that.
January
You should
4th.
do that.
Yes. So January 4th, we're hosting a watch party at the Space. We're playing in Chicago. So we're having the watch party. Doors open at 3. Game starts at 4. We're going to have raffles, prizes. There's going to be a food truck and a bar. So one thing I actually did say, I put a thing in for the Facebook group for the Ladies of the Night Facebook group, which that name is just the greatest. I don't know if Stacy came up with that shit. It's fucking fantastic.
You just have to keep saying it.
It's so good. Ladies of the
say it.
Night. Are you kidding me? It's breathtaking.
It's also something
It's
else. but
amazing.
I'll just leave it at that because there's a K in the night. Not
If
just
you
a night.
guys are women, it's women only.
yes,
so if
no
you guys
penis
are,
is allowed.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You
are
can
we
go-
allowing transgender? What are we doing here? I'm just kidding.
I don't want to talk politics.
So if you guys are not, if you're females watching this and you want to follow the Ladies of the Night page, you have to go request it. You can say all that, whatever. But it's cool. We have almost 15,000 followers now.
And
It's a lot.
so you know, ladies, it's Ladies of the Night group on Facebook. There's a bunch of things if you just put Ladies of the Night in there. Some will be what I was thinking it was. There will be some hockey related. For this specific watch party, Ladies of the Night group on Facebook, you must join. You have to hit the button and there's a little screening thing. But please continue.
Yeah, so you guys can go there, whatever. If you are coming to the Space, you do have to be a member of the group. So add yourself. You can bring a spouse.
RSVP is required, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But there's a lot of information on there. So I put some more information. I did put a clip of us talking to Ben Hutton on there
nice.
as well. Yeah, I put the Ben Hutton clips. If you guys want to see that, go on there or just message us. We can shoot you the Ben Hutton clip and it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay. So to recap, January 4th, doors at 3, game at 4, visiting the Connor Bedard-less Chicago Blackhawks. Looks like a separated shoulder.
I was thinking about Bedard because the Anaheim
That was
lady
actually
that was
in my
all
notes
wound
from
up.
page 1 that I skipped over.
The lady that was all wound up about, you said this about Anaheim. It's the same people that crawl up my ass about Connor Bedard. They think I don't like him. It's not that. I'm just a realist. I feel horrible for Connor Bedard right now. That kid
looks like no Olympics.
Fuck. You know what? That he just gets broken jaw, shoulder jacked up. It's like, and he plays hard and he takes a beating, and I have all the respect for him in the world because he's not scared to go in the corners. And it's just shit luck, and I feel so bad for him because he doesn't deserve that. And he was having such a great season, and what a bummer.
Okay. Sunday afternoon, January 4th. Fuck watching football. At the Space, Mark Chinook is rumored, and we'll probably confirm or deny that rumor next week, as theoretically going to make an appearance. Bar, food truck, raffles, prizes. You must join the Facebook group, Ladies of the Night group. Once you're in, there's an RSVP page set up. You are allowed to bring your ball and chain, significant other, whatever you want to call it. Zamboni driver, sushi waiters, whatever you want. This is a closed, I want to say this to make sure everybody knows, this is a closed watch party. You must be a member of this group. In other news, we're going to have a wide open watch party just a couple of weeks later, and we'll be breaking that news too, where all hell will break loose because we won't have any restrictions.
Here's what I love. Are you coming to the watch party on January 4th?
I don't know.
Because you don't know how you're going to get in.
I don't know.
You're not coming as my date.
That's good. I don't want to be your date. I'm 40 years too old for you.
Yeah, about that.
About that, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But don't get me wrong. I'll eat your Pizookie anytime.
By the way, I thought of you because I got...
Are you not going to address that comment?
Well, I'm getting there about the Pizookie. So we went to BJ's for lunch, and I said, do you want my Pizookie? And he was like, yeah, like in multiple ways. But they had me sign up for the BJ's rewards because it's my birthday month. I got a free Pizookie email. I was like, Eddie, let's go get Pizookies. Oh boy, we got to end this. It's going south.
It's really.
Can you imagine if
the brakes have definitely gone off the bus?
If we recorded this at like 2 a.m, I would be like delusional. This would be off the rails, out of control.
HockeyNightsInVegas.com. That's the link to get where you can listen to the podcast. Apple, iHeart, iTunes, anywhere you listen to the podcast, that's where we are. On YouTube, Hockey Nights Vegas. Don't put the word in. You won't find us. All the shorts will go up there as well. If you want to see the individual ones, if you can't wait until the big montage last week, that's where you go. Thanks as always to Dr. John Pierce at agelessforever.net, my personal physician, the man who's made this beautiful package at 61. If it can work for me, kids, it must be able to work for you.
Oh, my God.
That's going to wrap up this episode because the brakes are off and the bus is about to crash. We'll see you next week just before Christmas, kids. We're out of here.
Holy shit.